8 countries, one night. Iran hit every single U.S. military base it could reach, and the Pentagon barely mentioned it. This is every base Iran attacked in Operation Epic Fury, what was destroyed at each one, and what it tells you about how exposed American forces in the Middle East actually are. First hit, Bahrain, home of the U.S. Fifth Fleet, the naval command that controls everything the U.S. Navy does across the Persian Gulf, the Red Sea, and the Indian Ocean. Iranian ballistic missiles struck the Fifth Fleet headquarters on day 1. 2 satellite communication terminals were destroyed. The systems the Navy uses to talk to every ship in the theater, gone. In the opening hours of the war, Iran blinded American naval command and control, and almost nobody reported it. Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar is the largest U.S. military installation in the entire Middle East. Every U.S. air operation in the region runs through it. Iran struck it. A ballistic missile took out a radome, the protective dome housing the base's radar and communication systems. The Patriot battery defending it failed to intercept. The Pentagon praised the defense. Then satellite imagery showed the destroyed dome, and the story changed. The most important air base in the region hit on day 1. Kuwait produced the worst single day of United States casualties in the conflict. 6 American service members were killed in a drone strike on Port Shuaiba, a logistics facility supporting United States operations. Ali Al Salem Air Base was also struck. Fires and explosions followed, and there was a temporary shutdown of flight operations. Then it got worse. 3 American F-15E aircraft were shot down over Kuwait by Kuwaiti air defenses. Friendly fire. 3 aircraft were destroyed, and 6 crew members were forced to eject, all within the first 2 days of the war. These losses were not caused by Iran. They were caused by the air defense system of an ally. Prince Sultan Air Base was struck on March 27th. The day after the U.S. government announced Iran's military had been neutralized. What was destroyed? 1 E-3 Sentry AWACS, the airborne radar platform that lets U.S. forces see everything in the sky across the entire theater. $300 million. Gone. Also destroyed at least 1 KC-135 refueling tanker. 5 additional tankers were damaged. Iran hit the eyes and the lungs of the U.S. air campaign, the surveillance aircraft, and the refueling planes, on the day Washington said the war was essentially over. Iraq was a 2-front problem. Iranian state forces hit Kurdistan. Iranian-backed Iraqi militias hit U.S. bases from the inside. Camp Victory near Baghdad Airport was struck multiple times. FPV drones filmed strikes on a radar system, and a Black Hawk helicopter on the base. The footage was released by the Iraqi Islamic Resistance, and it was watched by millions online, while the U.S. said nothing publicly. The U.S. Embassy in Baghdad was targeted. Troops across Iraq were forced to relocate. Iranian media actively solicited intelligence on where the relocated U.S. forces had moved. Soldiers sheltered in hotels while their base facilities burned. The UAE absorbed over 800 Iranian projectiles. Dubai International Airport, one of the busiest in the world, was struck by drones and forced to halt operations. Jebel Ali Port caught fire. A luxury hotel on the Palm Jumeirah was hit. The U.S. consulate in Dubai burned. Al Dhafra Air Base, the UAE facility hosting US F-35 jets, had its satellite antenna infrastructure damaged. Jordan hosted U.S. installations that were also struck. The U.S. Embassy in Kuwait was hit and closed indefinitely. U.S. troops across the region were told to move out of official facilities because those facilities had become active targets. When you put all of this in one place, the pattern is clear. Iran didn't attack U.S. bases randomly. It went after communications first, surveillance second, and refueling third. It attacked the infrastructure that makes air campaigns possible, not just the aircraft themselves. Destroy the SATCOM terminals and the fleet can't communicate. Destroy the AWACS and the pilots can't see the full picture. Damage the tankers and the jets, can't stay airborne long enough to reach deep targets. The bases held. Operations continued. The U.S. military is built to absorb punishment and keep fighting. But the idea that forward bases in the Middle East are safe, protected by distance, by air defenses, by host nation agreements, did not survive this conflict. Iran knew where everything was. It planned for years which systems to hit first. And when the moment came, it executed that plan across 8 countries in a single night. That is the lesson. And every U.S. military planner who has to think about the next conflict in this region is now working with that lesson in mind. Subscribe for weekly breakdowns of what is actually happening in modern warfare. New video every week.